It's a nice truck, eh? Sounds great. It is our 2018 Silverado 1500. This one's the Z71 package. As you can see, we have LED lighting all the way around, including mirror side markers. And as you saw, your tail lights do a nice little dance as they come on. She sounds great. She's got the towing package. As you can see down here, we have trailer brake, 4-prong in there. That's access to get your spare tire should you ever need it. This one's got the nice Chevy wheels with the red stripe. It goes great with the red and white and black all around. Inside the cab, when you start it up, you gotta lock it, so you gotta unlock it to get inside. But we're gonna come inside the cab here. Oh, looky there. This one's ready to go with that C4. So now that you're a little closer, I'll set this here. But inside here, you've got regular 12 volt, opens down, 2 USB chargers and your aux cable connection. Down here, I'm gonna have to move you just slightly. Oh, look at that, it's locked. Don't you love Chevy? So you use your regular ignition key, you come down here, you unlock this, and you got a whole lockbox down underneath for your like sensitive documents for work and whatnot. I hope that's the right angle, guys. I can't see anymore. But yeah, you got your area for your sensitive documents while you're on the job site. That way you can just be like, hey, so this is in the truck, go look here, and looky there, it's there. You do have dual climate control. It's automatic as well. I've got it set up to sync because I am burning up right now. But we'll turn the fan speed down a little bit because we're a little toasty, but we're not trying to lose hearing here. So if you come over here, you'll see we do have cruise control. We've got our radio settings to, you know, voice commands, make calls, texts. You can hang up whenever somebody's being rude. This thing's only got 85,000 miles on it. With the Z71 package, you get these awesome foot pedals for those with a little bit vertical challenge. You got traction control, you can turn that on and off. You've got the light for your cargo. Did I just turn that on or off? Okay, light on means it's on. You've got parking sensors. You've got downhill assist. This is going to be Android Auto. I'll have to play with it to figure out if it's plug or not. And then let's come on to the back, because I just want to show you guys, even though it's the double cab, you still got plenty of space for tools, whatnot. I'd like to say this one's ready for an adventure because we got our sleeping bag here, and back here we've got, I mean, obviously this truck can hold this load, but she's ready for adventure. This truck does not come with this stuff. This is my stuff. I used it for props. But we got plenty of space to carry everything that you need. With the tonneau cover on the back, you can keep your stuff dry if you've got too much to go in here, or if you've got more people to go with you. But I've got my hammock and my tent ready to go. And as far as working goes, let's talk about the work this truck can do. Like I said, you've got the tonneau cover to keep your tools nice and dry away from the rain, keep them from getting rusted. You've got the reverse camera so you can check on your load and also back up to your load. Again, we've got full trailer setup, backup sensors. You've got the steps on the side to help you get into the bed a little easier. What else do we have for work, you may ask? We got tow mirrors. Tow mirrors are the best when you have a load, and you pull them all the way out for that really long load or really wide load, and you can just watch it the whole time and it'll do great. So what do you say we go on a drive? All right, folks, so we're gonna take it for a little spin here. Just make sure that she rides good. I almost forgot to check my mirrors before I got on the road. That one's good back there. But you've got the one touch. I'm gonna just go through things as I like find them out for you. Like the one touch lane change blinker. You don't have to turn your blinker fully on. You just tap it and it'll blink a little bit for you to get into the next lane. Sounds really good. We're getting on pretty well. Not struggling keeping up with traffic here. Not struggling keeping up with traffic or anything. In fact, I probably didn't even do half throttle. So I'm just gonna see how this goes. At 65, there's no shakes, no rattles, other than this bumpy bridge that we're going over. Once I know that it's safe, I will see how she does under full acceleration. See, it's been a while since I've had something this big. Here we go. Traffic, be safe, and when you have a wide open area and a non-public road, you got plenty of power to play, and everybody loves that power, especially when they hear that V8 underneath them just getting it. But also, when you're cruising in this thing, it does have an eco mode, so it'll shut down 2 or 4 of the cylinders, and that's going to burn less gas while you're cruising down the highway. And right now, the average is 12. It's a lifted V8 truck, okay? And I'm sure whoever got this exhaust didn't have it long because they never got over having the exhaust, so where are you going? So they probably had their foot in it a little bit, like I do in my truck. I just got an exhaust, I got my foot in it. I went from 18 to 10. This one probably went up. I see it's got a best right here. It went from 22 to 12 because of the foot in the floor problem, but that's a problem for everybody, I think. I don't know. Who knows? I identify as a part-time race car driver, y'all. That's all I gotta say. But anyways, this truck, it feels good on the road. And sorry, I'm also focused on driving it safely. But it feels good going down the road. There's no shakes, rattles like you'd normally be concerned with. The suspension is tight because it's a truck, but it doesn't feel like those real rough, like hardcore lift kits, you know what I mean? Where every bump feels like you don't have any kind of suspension. You're just sitting on blocks. So this one is definitely done right and well. We're going to turn into the Walmart here so I can turn around. I don't want to drive it too far. Oh, looky there. Ain't that cool? Alright guys, I have found us a nice open spot to do a pool on a non-public road. Now, the road is a little bit wet, but we're gonna see how she does. She's got you staged at 1500 RPM. Ooh. That's pretty good for a truck. Anyway, sorry about that. It's in the blood. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take it up a road with a real steep incline, because I know in my past experience with a lifted truck that, you know, you lose a lot of torque and power when you put these trucks up so high. But so we're gonna test that here in just a second. I'm gonna cut to that right now. All right, guys. So as you can see, we're pretty much looking straight uphill. This is not a crazy grade. I think it's gonna be 8%. But she's pulling, no issues. As you can tell, it's a pretty bumpy road. Sorry about that if you get car sick. But we're going just over the speed limit, making it up this hill without even going quarter throttle. And then we can try this downhill assist here. And what it's doing is, I don't know if you've seen my other videos or that other video I made where there was a truck with Jake brakes coming by. That's what this is doing. It's using the engine to slow you down to save your brakes. And now that we're at the bottom of the hill, turn that off. And we're driving normal again. Here we go. This is where this truck should live, near the job site. I mean, we got all kinds of warehouses down this way. If you work down here, come holler. I'll know if you work down here. Or, you know what? It doesn't matter if you work down here. You watch this video, I'll take $500 off the price just for mentioning the video, because I believe in this truck. But here we go. We're gonna cut here just a second to some turns as well, because we're gonna show you how this does in some pretty tight turns. I love working, y'all. Yesterday I built a pond, or well, not even a pond, a pondless waterfall for my mom, and it actually turned out pretty good. Better than what I thought it would. So here we go. We're going to take these tight turns here in just a second, if I can get this thing to sit still. Also, guys, when you get this truck, make sure that you have traction control on, because she's got a lot of power and she wants to spin a lot. So respect the truck. But here we go. This is a little hairpin turn right here. Some might recognize it if you've seen my younger brother's video of a truck getting stuck here. But I mean, I never even crossed the line over there. Holy cow. I thought I'd struggle a little bit because, you know, people talk about Chevy's turning radius, but daggone. Alright, so we're going to get on the interstate again. This time you're going to get to see the whole thing as I get on. Hopefully the camera stays still enough. Actually, you know what? Before I get on the interstate, I'm going to stop this and get some pictures of it outside of the dealership. So I'll be right back with you. You know, a lot of people get nervous driving these big trucks, around downtown areas. And I know it's not super busy right now, it's not the best example, but this thing has so much clarity out of it. Like, I can see everything thanks to the tow mirrors and Chevy's design on these windows, but there are hardly any blind spots. So that guy that was just there wiping down his car, I saw him the whole time. Even when I couldn't see him out the window, I could see him in my mirror. I just wanted to point that out because a lot of people do get nervous driving stuff like this when they have to through downtown, but it just feels big. That's a big truck right there. That's a 2500. Now that one might be a little bit harder. Well, I mean, with this thing, you have the help of backup cameras, sensors, all kinds of stuff helping you get in and out. So really, if you have trouble driving this truck, it's hate to say it, but it's your fault. That's just how it goes, you know? That is just how it goes. But here we go. We'll try out, see if we got hill start assist. So at a pretty steep incline, about like this. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on today with that. But if I let out the brake, it's gonna hold me on this hill. Oh, there we go. It holds me for like 2 seconds. Just enough to get over to the gas pedal and start moving. Now, I will say, one thing that makes it more difficult for a truck in downtown is when people don't stop at the balk line. Did you know that the balk line was invented so you could stop there and allow people to walk on the crosswalk? Also, it is designed at a certain point on the road for these big tractor trailers to be able to take turns without hitting you. I mean, I don't know if y'all knew that or not. I may be a traffic felon, but I also follow traffic laws. That doesn't make any sense to anyone except for me, and that's totally okay. But I just wanted y'all to know that the balk line, that big solid white line at every stop sign, stoplight, everything, you're supposed to stop there so that way people can take turns without, risking taking your front end off. But here we go. Here's another good example of driving a big truck. We got this real narrow bridge up here, and I'm gonna hold my lane and show you guys that that guy got a little scared. I can't blame him. It is a very large white truck coming right down you. So I'm just gonna get over to this other lane, and I'm gonna hold this lane and show you that I got plenty of space. It looks really close, I know, but we are okay. We're in the middle of the lane, and there's plenty of space through the city. Oh, these brakes are great. Yeah. So this is downtown Chattanooga. A little shout out to my boy Jack. He is the manager here at the Playlist. It's a whole vibe there. You get a dinner and a show. You buy your ticket, that buys your dinner with appetizers. I think dessert comes with that. You can fact check that, but they've got a full bar and a full show for the entirety of your dinner. It is just so cool. But anyways, yeah, so we're driving through downtown. It's just like driving my truck. My truck's not lifted right now. The only difference between that and this is I'm sitting up a little higher. I mean, I gotta say, there's a lot of people breaking their necks to look at this truck. So if you like to talk to people, this is your truck. Let's see. I want to point out some really cool stuff here in Chattanooga that a lot of my customers who have been there their whole lives had no idea about. So we're we're going down Market Street right now, and there's stuff going on all over the place. But what I want to show you is down MLK, right up here. So here we go. Over here in this corner, right here, that is Miller Park, and there is going to be something going on almost every weekend throughout the summer. In April, on the 19th of this year, they had 420 Fest, sponsored by Snapdragon. One of the coolest little stores here in the city. They have just exploded. Their business model is awesome. So we're going to go down MLK a little while here. And right as you pass the federal building here, scary, I know, you'll see on your left where this delivery truck is JJ's Bohemia. They have some kind of event going just about every night, and right next to that is a nice little local bar called Granny's, and they are awesome. And then down here we got our Champy's Chicken, which everybody loves good Champy's Chicken. Hey, look, there's my brother's car. Oh, look. So, I know that guy's not doing a very good job of being an example around here for these bigger trucks in small town or small roads. But this thing is just squeezing right on in wherever I need it to go. Oh, I'm gonna stop right here in the middle of the road and back up a little bit, because I gotta show you another great thing about this city that I live in. As you can see on the wall to our right, we have some murals. We got MLK. I'm not quite sure who that is. I hate it for myself. And then up here we got a huge mural on the AT&T building. It's just beautiful. There's so much beautiful artwork around this city because there's so many incredible artists of all types, from music to painting to I mean, it's incredible. I don't even know how many types of art there are because I am an uncultured swine. But, I mean, I'm telling you, there's no lack of beauty or creativity in this city. We're just gonna head right back down MLK, and next cut we'll be rolling into the dealership so I can do a final little walk around here. Man, this thing drives so good for a lifted truck. I can't believe it. But man, I am loving this thing. It's really cool. I need a shake. To be honest with you folks, I've had to take this whole ride without music because I want to give you guys a good video, and it's doing something to my mental, I feel like. It's only been a 20-minute ride. Here we go. So coming off of MLK, we'll make this nice U-turn here, super easy. Then we turn into here, And here we are at the dealership. And you'll just pull down here as far as you want, or as close as you want, and give us a nice little park. And come inside. Alright guys, so as for this 2018 Silverado, I don't think you can get a better deal, especially if you're the one that wants to lift it, because we're already lifted. All you got to do is make it a little bit more yours. This thing is ready to hit the road, ready for adventure, and ready for work. So let's get to work. Let's hit the trails. Let's adventure.